guest today is Mary Qatarne. She converted to Islam for 15 years and having a settled, happy life with her family in Jordan.
Begin by saying that as a teenager, my life was a life of independence. You know, as in America, people, they grow up and at 18, it's okay for them to leave home. I always had some kind of a religion, but it wasn't something that I 100% followed until I started to see other Muslims, and I had some exposure to Muslims, but I didn't really understand what was the religion. I always believed in God, always had faith, but it wasn't the right faith. It wasn't something that completed how I felt. So with my search for truth, which was what it was, I actually attended many lessons about Islam and read many books and had many friends from all over the world. And one day when I was just at a wedding, actually, for one of my husband's relatives, the Imam asked me if I wanted to convert to Islam. Actually, I knew in my heart before that I accepted Islam, but I didn't actually profess it, verbally. So that day I actually became a Muslim. It was July 23rd, 1983.
Salman is a mother of 6 children, 5 girls and 1 boy. Some of them were shy to appear in front of the camera. Teaching her children is one of her biggest concerns, especially the youngest Salman, who cares a lot about raising animals.
When I believed in Islam because of the things that confused me in the past. The confusion was gone. Number 1, about confession, like I said. I no longer had to confess my sins to anyone except to Allah. And number 2, about the prophets. Knowing Jesus was just like any other prophet, and he wasn't the Son of God. And then the part about praying also. This was something very comforting for me because, as a Catholic you only go to church once a week, but Muslims, we pray 5 times a day. It's a daily submission to Allah. It's not enough to go once a week. It's something we do every day. We need this connection between the Creator and ourselves.
She took us to the ESTA Center, where she works a part-time job.
When I first became a Muslim, of course nobody knew that I was a Muslim because I wasn't covered, I wasn't wearing hijab, and I didn't have any problem with my family then. But once I started putting the head cover, I got a very bad reaction from my family, especially my mom. My mom, to this day, she couldn't understand why I changed so much, and she believed that it was all from my husband, even though I told her that it was what I believed in. But sorry to say, she really didn't accept it, and only my sister who has been my supporter all these years, and she's never been critical of me. Actually, she loves Islam too. She's studied it. So I have her as my friend always, and inshallah one day she'll become a Muslim.
Mary studied sociology, but it was difficult to work in that field, so she chose to be an English teacher, as English is her mother tongue language. And here she is waiting for her students to attend the class.
My name is Susan and I'm studying with Miss Mary. She's a very great person. I like her very much, and all the students with me also. She's not only my teacher, she's also my mother and my sister also. She motivates us and learns us in a very good way.
I chose to be a teacher because I studied sociology, and I always wanted to help people, to do some kind of service in the community. I wasn't a Muslim then, and then when I moved to Jordan, because I'm a native speaker, I can use my English language to help people. So I found it very nice to teach adults English. I started out teaching children. I found that interesting and difficult, but now that I teach adults, it's much more rewarding for me.
For her students, Mary is not only a teacher, she's also a mother and a sister, and her relation with her students never ends after the class is finished.
I know that a lot of people have the wrong idea about Islam because they see all the negative side of Islam. But the reality is that as Muslims, we are told that we shouldn't kill another person, even we shouldn't kill insects, or we shouldn't harm trees, we shouldn't do anything that's wrong. And many people may not have an idea about this, that our religion teaches us how to control ourselves. So as I said, it's a way of life, and it's not something I decide. It's something that I believe in and I follow.